So, tell me about a television series that you've appeared in that quote unquote sucked that you could pull out of your closet, so to speak.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, a television series that maybe didn't quite make it on air, or something that you were in, similar to this film that wasn't great that you might have appeared in.
Oh, well, that sucked. Well, I've done lots of things that sucked, but well, not the movies or TV shows, but just me, I guess. Um, the first thing that sucked that I did was I played a French fry at a Kmart commercial, but that was a commercial. But that was a big hit, and then probably.
Wait, before you go on, how does one play a French fry?
It was a lot of dedication and hard work. I actually I was in a French fry outfit, and then they put like a big red bow in my hair to make the ketchup, and then they sprinkled like glitter all over me for the salt. My mom thought it was fantastic. She took lots of pictures. I, on the other hand, just wanted to be a witch. I didn't understand why I couldn't be the witch. No, they gave it to the other girl. I was French fry. But it's one of those things where I always say, like, well, I paid my dues. I was a French fry. But I'm sure there's other dues to be had. But it was a good experience.
Tell me, when was the first time that you actually went to Las Vegas? What did you do there?
I went there. Well, the first time I went there, I was with my an old boyfriend, and it was our 1-year anniversary, and we just got in the car and we just went to Vegas. And we were only probably 17 at the time, so we couldn't drink, we couldn't gamble. But we went to the M&M store, and we just drove around and listened to Elvis, and it was really cute. But the big time that I had was my 21st birthday. I went and we went to Vegas, me and my friends, and that was the first time that I actually did Vegas. And so it was interesting, and I left, and I was glad that I was still alive.
Did you leave on top, or did you win money, or?
I played, and I actually lost money, but then I've been back since, and on the slot machine, I won $300. It was great, yeah. I don't know how, but it was the Wheel of Fortune game, which I always recommend. Because for some reason, the Wheel of Fortune, I don't know.
It
pays off sometimes. But maybe I shouldn't even say that, so more people are going to go, and then when I go back, there's not going to be any money. I don't know. But I'll give you the tip.
Now, this is obviously a comedy, but it is about prostitution. So I'm wondering, how do you feel about prostitution? Do you think it should be legalized?
Wow. These are really hard questions. Do I think it should be legalized? Okay, this is the thing. Playing a character like this, I'm obviously not a prostitute, and I'm obviously not a stripper, and I don't know necessarily the lifestyle of these girls, but actually talking to them and getting to know them and having conversations with them was really interesting, because I learned a lot about where they were from and their mindset and how they went about getting to that profession, which no, I don't agree with. But I think after talking to these girls, there's definitely a connection that I have to these girls and what they're all about, and that stigma that I think people have is really interesting and and fair, but it was a good learning experience for me to get to know these girls and get their view on it.
What was the most important thing that you learned about these girls that maybe is a stigma that you can sort of set the record straight about them?
I think there's definitely a notion that girls have to, they come from broken families, and they're all messed up, and they're all on drugs, and they're all crazy. That was not the case at all for the girls that I talked to. Thankfully, it was so interesting. They were exactly like I could have been looking at a friend of mine. They were very articulate. They went to high school. Some of them went to college. Some of them had kids. Some of them looked exactly like me. And so it was really an interesting thing to learn, because I think a lot of people think of one thing, and they don't see these girls as actual girls that you could see walking down the street. And so it's just different.
Tell me about the scene where your character gets spit in the face.
Yeah.
That was gross.
Yeah, luckily it was not real spit. It was actually like jelly or something like that. And Peter, actually, the director, had it on a spoon and just like flicked it at my face, and the camera was right there. And he kept missing. It kept going like all over the place, and I was like, Peter, just flick it down. He finally did it, and it landed like right on my face, which was disgusting. But I really liked that scene. It was, I for some reason forgot about it. Which is odd because I got to beat up a guy, which doesn't happen very often and probably won't happen, hopefully, very many times. But the guy was like covered in pads, and so I could really do whatever I wanted. Even though one time there was one area, I think it was like his shoulder or something, that he didn't have a pad, and I clocked him, and he like had to walk around the casino to like shake it off because he was like, ah, and I totally forgot he didn't have a pad there, but it's kind of fun.
What a wuss! Your client is a big guy.
Yeah, he was a really big guy, and I actually did scratch him at one point, like really. I just got into it, and totally forgot that I was gonna hurt him actually, so it was pretty bad.
So tell me, what's your next project?
I have a movie called Blackwater Transit coming out, which is a movie, director of it is Tony Kaye, the director of American History X, and I play a prostitute in that movie as well.
You're on a prostitution thing here.
I know, it's weird, but that's what you would think when you look at me. Wow, prostitute. But that's a different type of movie completely, so it was, it was interesting to play another type of prostitute, but and then I have a movie called The Vicious Kind, which comes out at the Toronto Film Festival, I think. And so that's like I don't play a prostitute in that movie, which is nice.
Thanks, Brittany.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.